Every 32 seconds, a car is stolen in America. That's over 1 million cars a year. And thieves are evolving faster than the cars we drive. In Scary New Car Scam, from rock sound to tracker at your home, I'll expose 13 scams happening now. Don't miss the last one. It's high-tech, ruthless, and it's how thieves track people without them even realizing it. All right, let's roll. Scam number 13, the rock sound scam. You're cruising down the road when, bam, you hear a loud thump against your car. Most folks shrug it off, thinking maybe it's a piece of loose gravel, a chunk of ice or snow, or just random debris. But here's the scary part. That sound might not be an accident at all. This is the rock sound scam, and thieves are using it to track you. Police in Cleveland reported one case where a woman heard a noise like a brick hitting her car. She kept driving, but later found a cell phone magnetically attached to her vehicle. That wasn't just a phone, it was a tracker. The crooks used it to follow her home, then showed up at her front door with a fake story about a missing phone. Think about that. A simple thump on your car could lead dangerous people straight to your house. And these aren't random kids. These are organized scammers who know exactly what they're doing. So, the next time you hear a mystery thump, don't ignore it. Pull over somewhere safe, check your car, and if you find something suspicious, call the police. Because sometimes, one little sound is the start of a much bigger setup. Scam number 12, fake accident bump. You're sitting at a red light or easing through traffic when suddenly, thud, a car taps your rear bumper. Nothing major, just a small bump. Naturally, you pull over to exchange insurance information. That's exactly what the crooks want. They stage a minor crash, then lure you into a vulnerable spot. While you're outside inspecting the damage, one scammer distracts you with paperwork or fake anger, while their partner grabs your wallet, purse, or even slips into your car and drives away. Police across the US have warned drivers about these staged accident rings. Some even work in groups with spotters, making the crash look believable. They target people who look polite or unsure, because those are the ones most likely to pull over without question. The trick works because your guard is down. You think it's just a fender bender, not a setup. But here's the truth. If a bump feels staged or fishy, don't get out right away. Call the police. Stay in your car with the doors locked, and only step out when you feel safe. Sometimes that oops bump is no accident at all. It's bait for something worse. Scam number 11, the disabled car setup. You're driving down a highway at night when you spot a car pulled over on the shoulder. Hood up, flashers on, maybe even a person waving you down. Your first instinct? Stop and help. That's exactly what the scammers are counting on. These thieves pretend their vehicle is broken down. They might place a fake radiator leak, flat tire, or even push their car to the roadside. When a good Samaritan pulls over, the trap is sprung. Instead of thanks, you're met with demands, intimidation, or worse, robbery. Police reports have shown this trick popping up in rural areas and on interstates where traffic is light. It preys on kind-hearted drivers, especially women and elderly folks who think they're helping someone in real need. Now, don't get me wrong. There are real people out there with breakdowns who genuinely need help, but scammers mix in just enough truth to sell the lie. Here's the rule. If you see a broken down car that feels suspicious, don't stop. Call the police or roadside assistance instead. That way, if it's real, they'll get the help they need. And if it's fake, you just dodged a setup. The most dangerous breakdown isn't theirs, it's the one they're planning for you. Scam number 10, gas station approach. You think pulling in for gas is routine. It can be the most dangerous 60 seconds of your day. Someone walks up smiling. They ask a casual question. Hey, is your car leaking? Or, do you have change? They sound helpful. That's the trick. One person distracts you, another reaches in. Wallets, phones, bags gone in a flash. Other moves at pumps. A stranger offers to wipe your windshield and then asks to check under the hood. A pump attendant says the car didn't go through and asks you to go inside, while their partner slips into your unlocked car. Some crooks still use card skimmers hidden on the pump to steal your card data. If you pump alone, especially at night, act like you've been trained. Keep doors locked, take the keys, do not hand your card or ID to a stranger. If someone comes too close, stay inside, roll the window down an inch, and speak through glass. Pay at the pump or prepay inside. Put bags out of sight before you park. Pick a well-lit station and, if you feel watched, drive to the next open one. Don't be polite at the cost of being safe. Walk away from a weird interaction. Call the attendant. Call 911 if you feel threatened. If this warning helps, hit that like button, share it with someone who fuels up at night, and subscribe so you don't miss the rest of these scams. If they can't get you at the pump, they'll try to force you off the road next. And that's where the tire tricks come in. Scam number 9, tire slash trick. You come out of the store, toss your groceries in the trunk, and start driving home. A few blocks later, the steering feels heavy. Then you hear the flap, flap, flap of a flat tire. You pull over, frustrated, ready to swap it out. That's when they strike. Thieves follow you into a parking lot, slice your tire when you're distracted, then trail you until it goes flat. When you stop, you're a sitting duck. While you dig for the jack, one crook offers help, while the other lifts your purse, wallet, or even drives your car off. It's an old scam, but it's making a comeback in bigger cities and mall parking lots. Some crews even work in pairs. One slashes, the other waits down the road. They pick cars with women alone, seniors, or anyone who looks like they'll pull over right away. Here's how to beat it. Before you leave a lot, take a slow walk around your car. If a tire is low or flat, get back inside, lock the doors, and call roadside assistance or the police. Never let strangers handle your car on the roadside. That flat you thought was bad luck? Someone planned it. Scam number 8, the fake mechanical issue. You're cruising along when a car pulls up beside you. The driver frantically waves, pointing at your wheels or motioning for you to roll the window down. Your heart skips. Did something break? Smoke? A dragging muffler? Out of instinct, you pull over. That's the mistake. Crooks pretend something's wrong with your car when it's perfectly fine. Once you stop, they've got options. Rob you, demand help money, or distract you while another person slips into your passenger seat and snatches valuables. Sometimes they'll follow you for miles until you notice them. Other times, they stage it in busy traffic where you feel pressure to pull over. A few even bang on your window at a light saying sparks are flying from under your car. Don't fall for it. If someone warns you about a supposed issue, stay calm. Keep driving to a well-lit, busy spot like a police station, service shop, or crowded lot. Check your mirrors. If they're legit, they won't chase you. The real danger isn't a loose wheel or smoke. The danger is stopping for the wrong person. Scam number 7, the fake parking attendant scam. You pull into a busy event, a concert, a ball game, or even a crowded downtown lot. A guy in a reflective vest waves you in, points to a spot, and says, "Parking's $20, cash only." He looks official enough, and with traffic piling up behind you, you pay and move on. But here's the scam. He doesn't work there. He's just some hustler with a vest and confidence. It's so common because it's cheap to pull off. A vest, a lanyard, maybe a flashlight. That's all it takes to look like staff. Victims don't question it, especially when the scammer acts like he's doing crowd control. The kicker? Not only are you out the money, but your car isn't really checked in. That means you're wide open to tickets, towing, or even break-ins, because the scammer may tip off buddies that a whole row of cars is unmonitored. The fix is simple but crucial. Look for posted signs, payment machines, or official staff badges. If someone only wants cash, be suspicious. Real parking attendants don't mind you asking questions. In this scam, you're not just paying for parking, you're paying a thief to walk away with your cash. Scam number 6. The shopping lot watchers. This one is everywhere because anyone can blend in at a parking lot. No disguises needed, no elaborate setups, just patience. Here's how it works. Thieves hang around shopping centers, grocery stores, or big box retailers, quietly watching. They're not looking for deals. They're looking for you. They watch what you buy, how many bags you're carrying, and most importantly, what you do when you load your trunk. If you toss your purchases in the back and then walk back inside, just for one more thing, they move fast. Pop your lock, grab your bags, gone in under a minute. Some take it further. They'll watch for drivers who leave purses or laptops on the passenger seat. Others track shoppers who seem distracted, parents juggling kids, someone on their phone, or elderly folks moving slow. The thieves know you're less likely to notice them circling, and it's not always about cars. Sometimes they just follow you out of the store to see if you're headed somewhere quiet. The danger is simple. Parking lots are public, crowded, and anonymous. You never know who's watching. The fix? Don't leave valuables visible. Lock your doors the moment you load up. And if you need to go back inside, lock your car first. It's a hassle, but a whole lot less hassle than losing everything. Scam number 5. Police impersonators. This one is chilling because it preys on trust. A flashing light in your mirror, a hand signal to pull over. You think it's law enforcement. You comply, because that's what we're all trained to do. But the uniform, the badge, even the car, all fake. A wolf in sheep's clothing. Police impersonator scams are nothing new, but they're evolving. Some crooks buy decommissioned police cars at auction, slap on cheap lights from the internet, and suddenly they look legit. Others go as far as wearing tactical vests or badges that, at first glance, seem real. Once you stop, they've got control. Some demand fines on the spot. Others use intimidation to rob you, or worse, lure you into a more dangerous situation. Lone drivers, especially women, are often the main targets. Here's the hard truth. Real officers rarely pull you over in unmarked, unverified vehicles without proper ID. And they don't demand cash or gift cards at roadside stops. If you're unsure, don't panic. Slow down, put on your hazards, and drive to a well-lit public spot. You can even call 911 to verify if an officer is behind you. Your safety depends on spotting the wolf before you trust the uniform. Scam number 4. The rental car / out-of-town target. This scam zeroes in on travelers, people out of their comfort zone. Rental cars practically scream, "I'm not from here." Luggage in the back, maps or GPS apps glowing on the dash, maybe even a rental sticker or barcode on the window. To a thief, that's an open invitation. Crooks know out-of-towners are easier marks. They're distracted, unfamiliar with local streets, and less likely to notice when something feels off. In busy cities, scammers hang around airports, hotels, or tourist attractions waiting for rental cars to roll in. Some will bump or wave you down with a fake problem, knowing you're more likely to stop and ask for help. Others just follow you until you park, then break in while you're grabbing food or checking in at your hotel. There are also helpful locals who approach you in a parking lot, offering directions or tips, while their partner quietly rifles through your car. And because you're out of town, the chances of catching them later are slim to none. The defense? Keep your guard up, don't leave luggage visible, know your route before you leave. And remember, if someone's overly eager to help you in a strange city, it might not be kindness. It might be the setup. Scam number 3, key fob signal theft. You'd think with all the new technology in cars, we'd be safer. But I say it straight, the more high-tech they make it, the more insecure it gets. Ironically, folks with old-school metal keys are actually safer nowadays. Here's why. Modern key fobs are constantly talking to your car. Every time you hit the button to lock or unlock, it sends out a coded signal. Even when the fob is sitting idle on your porch table or hanging by the front door, it's still sending out a tiny signal. Crooks use cheap relay devices, things like the roll jam, HackRF1, or key grabber. One thief stands near your house, the other near your car. The device grabs your fob signal, extends it, and fools your car into thinking the key is right there. Doors unlock, engine fires up, and they're gone in 60 seconds. I've actually done a whole video breaking down these key fob scams in detail. Click the link above if you want the full breakdown. Best defense? Store your fob in a Faraday pouch or metal tin and never leave it near doors or windows. Because with this scam, the bad guys don't need your key, they just need its echo. Scam number 2, magnetic cell phones on your car. This one feels straight out of a spy thriller, but it's happening in real life. Crooks are now using magnetic cell phones or GPS devices stuck to the underside of your car. Most people never check under their vehicle, so the device sits there quietly, tracking your every move. Why do they do it? Simple surveillance. Thieves want to know where you live, when you leave, when you come back, and if your car sits unattended for hours. Some stalk high-end vehicles to plan a later theft. Others use it to target you, figuring out your routine before moving in for a burglary or worse. The tools are cheap and easy to get. A burner phone with a strong magnet or a dedicated GPS tracker can be slapped on your frame in seconds. You wouldn't notice unless you're looking for it. I always tell people, if you hear odd rattles, feel something loose underneath, or just have a gut feeling, check your car's wheel wells, bumpers, and undercarriage. Mechanics can also inspect during oil changes or tire rotations. Technology makes this scam low effort for criminals, but high risk for drivers. Once they know your schedule, they own the playbook. Scam number 1, Apple AirTag and hidden tracker scam. This is the newest, slickest trick out there. And it's scary because it's so simple. Thieves use tiny tracking devices like Apple AirTags, tile trackers, or GPS pucks. They slip them on your car in places you'd never think to look. Inside the gas cap door, tucked in the bumper, or even under the wheel well with a bit of tape or a magnet. The moment that tag is on you, the crooks don't need to chase you. They just sit back and watch your every move from their phone. They'll follow your car virtually until you park in a quiet spot, like your driveway late at night. Then they swoop in and take it. No struggle, no chase, no noise. It's not just cars either. Sometimes they're after you. They want to know your patterns, where you shop, when you leave the house, and when you're alone. That's what makes this scam downright dangerous. Here's the warning sign. Many phones now alert you if an unknown AirTag is traveling with you. Don't ignore those notifications. And if you find a tracker, call the police. This scam proves one thing. Your car doesn't just have wheels anymore. It has a bullseye. Now you know the scary scams thieves use to track and trap drivers. But awareness is just the first step. Next, learn how to fight back.